earlier on. So it is difficult to work in a team. But when we are like-minded, when we are interested in the same thing, it's very easy to work it out in any project or anything else. Okay, that's why. Okay, so each has its pros and cons. Um, so according to the situation, you have to work and get. You have to win the things. That's what is a very good topic, and they have did well. By the way, okay, thank you, team Najneen Banu team.
Thank you, ma'am, and sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
okay. And then see next class, Aarti group should do. Aarti is in line, right? Aarti, Aarti, can you respond me? Aarti, Aarti, okay, Adi Lakshmi, Adi Lakshmi.
Ma'am,
Next class, your team, the first group will be doing group discussion. Okay,
okay, ma'am.
take leave. Ensure everybody's attendance, and a good topic can be selected, and you can do it prior practice and do it well in the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then we move to the class. See, we finish this responding to mails. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
You have taken the samples also. It seems. Is it I've given you the sample?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll post in the group sample. Or else, what you can do is you can check the mail patterns and go through all the things how we can do it, how the mail should be done. Okay, and go through the things what I have given you, and prepare a mail how to respond to the mails according to the question. Okay, next we'll move to the subject verb agreement. Okay, we have done this already. Subject verb agreement. Okay, what comes to your mind like subject verb agreement? When you hear subject verb agreement, what is it? What is that? Subject verb agreement. Okay, what is subject and what is verb? Come on, if you know answer, you can answer me so that I'll move to the next thing, next levels or next part.
Subject represent the noun, ma'am. Naming words. Verb represent the action verbs.
Example? Hmm. Okay. See here we are going to talk about this. Okay, verb, B form verbs. B form verbs. We are going to talk about B form verbs. What are the B form verbs? Adi Kesav, Adi Kesav, Adi Kesav.
Yes, ma'am.
What is B form verb?
Ma'am,
What are called B form verb?
ma'am, can you repeat, ma'am? Voice breaking for me.
So I can hear your background voice also.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking about B form verbs. What are they?
B form, ma'am.
Uh, Archana, Archana M.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you answer?
Auxiliary verb, ma'am. Be, been, are, is, was,
Uh,
be.
uh, Auxiliary verbs. Hmm.
Be, am, is, are, was, were, being, been.
Yes, has, have, has or have. Okay. Then am, is, are. Okay. Do, does. You can take down this thing. B form verbs. Do forms, have forms, and all we talk about. B form verbs. Okay. I'll present. Can you see the screen? Abhinav, you can respond to me. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is for placement and training. Subject verb agreement is like if subject agrees with verb. Okay, it's a why we need this subject verb agreement and all I've given. I'm moving that. Okay, here you have this subject verb agreement is making a subject and verb match which agrees. Matching subject and verb should match. A singular subject requires singular verb. Okay. A plural subject requires a plural verb. You can take down this. A singular subject requires a singular verb. A plural subject requires plural verb. Okay. So you can take down this example. My roommate attends 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 class on Tuesday and Thursday. My roommates attend class on Tuesday and Thursday. Both example you can make right and see what's the difference. Okay, you can tell me what is the difference. You can write the example and talk about the difference in that. Ashavardhan, Ashavardhan,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the difference? Can you see the difference in the both the example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is that?
Singular Singular, ma'am. The first example is
Singular. Then next example is come on, give me the explanation why this is it the example is right. What is the difference you can see in that? Someone can try. Jay Surya.
Roommates in first example, roommate is in singular form, ma'am.
Okay.
Second example, roommates it's in plural form, ma'am.
Okay.
And attend
Hmm.
in first example it is given as attends,
Hmm.
but in second one it given in attend, so in plural form, ma'am.
Okay. We didn't add. That's the thing you have to understand. Okay. See here, singular. For singular, we add s to the verb. This is the mantra for you. Like we add sc. You can see the other screen. Another table column. Can you see the table? First person. I run. We run. Is it singular subject? Plural subject. Jay Surya, can you see this screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can take down this. You can watch this for first person. For the first person, I. When it becomes plural, we. So I run, we run. Second person, you. You run and you run. The same thing, okay? Third person, he runs. Why? And then she runs. The boy runs. When it comes to plural, they run. Okay? So why is this? Why is this? Because third person singular. Third person singular, we add s to the verb. The same verb is followed for all the person. We are not adding s to anything. Only thing, third person singular, we add s. Okay? It runs. Okay, the boy runs. Instead of that, it. Or the dog barks. We won't say like dog bark. The dog barks, the singular. Okay, we add third person singular. We add s to the verb. This is only thing you have to understand. Okay. See, and then what you have to do is you have to check which person it is. In the subject, the person, singular subject or plural subject. Okay, he, she, it, or they, what it is. You have to confirm it and then to come to the verb. That's what we have to do in the subject verb agreement. For which verb, which subject, which verb is used. Okay, that you have to confirm. So again, I come to the screen. This for the my roommate attends. It means only one person, third person singular. So the verb attend, we add s. Okay, that's the information you want to understand. That is the thing you have to understand. For third person singular, one person singular, we add s to the verb. That's why the example is my roommate attends. And when come to the plural, like my roommates, So it's a plural subject. So when come to the thing, verb, we are not adding s because it's a plural. So we consider that as a they. My roommate as he or she. My roommates are they. So they for they. Here the table run. So you can see that they attend, not attends. Okay. So this is the first thing you have to understand. For third person singular, we add s. You can take down the things: first person, second person, third person. Okay. Then the examples you can see: one dog is sitting on the grass. One dog is sitting is because the one person, the verb is. Two dogs are sitting on the grass. Two dogs are. Are you writing down these examples? Take down. So it agrees with the singular subject, agrees with the singular verb. Plural subject agrees with the plural verb. One agrees with is. Okay. Two agrees, two or more thing. Plural agrees with the verb are. Okay. Till this, like you have to understand. For third person singular, we add s. We won't add s to the other person. Only thing, no other confusion here. Okay. Like with the subject, you have to see which person comes and subject comes under which person, first person, second person, or third person. If you are very much clear in this, you can change this with the verb. Needed changes can be done with the verb. First, you have to identify which kind of person you are talking about. Okay. Next, rule number 1. Two or more subject joined by and are considered plural and requires a verb form without s. Okay. See, we call this as and. Two or more subjects joined by and are considered plural and requires a verb form without s. You can see the example: Jan, John, and Bob walked to the store. Bob and his friends and his brothers walked to the store. So if you get a and in a sentence, it means it's making a plural. Right? போடுங்க பக்கத்துல போடுங்க பக்கத்துல பக்கத்துல Can you understand till this? Can you understand rule number 1? Yes, someone can respond to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then rule number 2. Here, if a subject is modified by the word each or every, that subject is singular and will take verb form as ends in s. Okay, each. Here you can see each, boy, and when we compare to the first rule, we have and here. Okay, but when we see the verb, it shows walks. Okay, so the thing is, you have to understand, you have to memorize that each, the word each is always considered as singular. Okay, each, the word each is always considered as singular. See, we were doing this in the first year itself, but you have to recap this, should have in mind. It's very much important. Okay, each, even though we have and in the example, the the subject agrees with the singular person. Each means singular. So each boy and girl walks to the store. The rule number 2. Then rule number 3. If plural subject are joined by or, nor, or but, the verb must only agree with the subject that is closest to it. Okay. Either Bob or his brother walks to the store. Neither Bob nor his brother walk to the store. Not Bob but his brothers walk to the store. Not Bob but his brother walks to the store. Create, okay, to the store. Okay, here we can have the full stop here, to the store. Okay, that's what you want to create your own things, own sentence, but you understand this rule. Okay, when it's joined by or, nor, or but, the verb must agree with subject that is close to the agrees with the subject that is closest to it. Okay, see here, verb is walks. Nearer to that is brother. We take that as a singular, so the verb is walks. Then neither Bob nor his brothers. Before that blank, you can see that before that blank, what is there? Before that blank, singular or plural? If it is plural, it agrees with the plural verb. If it is singular, it agrees with the singular verb. So brothers plural walk, and then here also brothers you have, and then not last thing, not Bob but his brother. The singular, we add s to the verb. Walks. Okay. Can you understand rule 3? Rule 4. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are usually singular and take a verb form that ends in s. Indefinite pronouns. Okay. So you can see the example, everyone walks to the store. So everyone is as a singular, each one and all. So walks. Everything comes back eventually. Okay. Everything also is a singular. So we take that, I can see the verb which is added with s. Okay. See, I've taken this rule 4, just 4 rules. Okay. Now with this, you can understand. For third person, you have to know which is considered as singular, which is considered as a plural. Okay. Let us have one example. Okay, here you can take one question. Okay. Everyone dash done his or her homework. Everyone dash done his or her homework. Okay. Next, somebody dash left her purse. Okay. Somebody dash left the purse. So 2 questions I've given you. You can get the option has or have. Within bracket you can write has or have. Has or have. You can give answer for this. You can give answer for this. Has or have. What is the answer? Has or have? So I've given the rule also. Each, every is not considered as has. So, okay, considered as singular. So what might be the answer? Has or have? Someone can respond me. Harshavardhan. Harshavardhan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the answer? Has or have?
Has, ma'am.
Huh? Come on.
Has.
Have.
Have, ma'am. Has.
Yes, has. Okay. Why you have chosen answer as has? Come on.
Everyone indefinite pronoun, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
So
Indefinite.
it is singular.
Okay.
So the word form should be plural. Has.
Plural.
Singular, ma'am.
Singular. See the first rule, the main thing is singular subject agrees with singular verb. Plural subject agrees with the plural verb. So you have to know which is plural, which is singular. Okay. And then Another thing is you have to be very clear with this. For third person singular alone, we add s. Okay, third person singular, we add s. When it comes to this have forms like has or have, so she has done, they have done the work. Okay, can you understand the difference? She has done the work, they have done the work. So she is a third person singular, agrees with singular subject, singular verb. So has. They, plural subject, agrees with the plural verb, have. So the answer is has. Everyone has done his or her homework. Somebody has left the purse is the answer. So be clear with this. One thing, third person singular, we add s. Okay. Then you have to know which is singular, which is plural. And then you have to be very much confined with this. Singular subject agrees with singular verb. Plural subject agrees with the plural verb. Okay. With this, I stop and I'll check the attendance. I want to check the attendance Akshaya is on leave, right? Abhinav, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. Akshaya is not there, ma'am.
Akshaya is not there. Ushashri is not there. Aravindan is absent. Isn't it? Aravindan.
Both the Arvindan are present, ma'am, but someone is left. Now only, ma'am.
Both Aravindan present. Aravind and Aravindan.
Both are present, ma'am, but Arvind is left now only, ma'am.
Arun Kumar absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Then Gokula Krishnan absent. Hari Haran.
Ma'am.
What ma? Abhi? Gokula Krishnan, I marked absent. Gokula Krishna, is he in the line?
Yes, ma'am. He is in the line, ma'am.
Okay. Hari Haran Yan?
He is absent.
Janavi?
Absent, ma'am.
Monica?
Absent, ma'am.
Nikesh?
Ma'am, என்ன ஹரியரன் பிரசன்ட் மேம்
Yes?
ஹரியரன் என் பிரசன்ட் மேம்
Hari Haran.
மோரிஸ் போல அட்டெண்ட் பண்றோம்
Hari Haran Yan. Okay. Sai Teja? Absent. Then Harish, you absent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sai Teja and Harish, you.
Ma'am, you missed Benny Priya and Niveta, ma'am.
Benny Priya and Niveta. Benny Priya joined. I've given her present. Then Niveta.
Yeah, ma'am. Benny Priya is in the line, ma'am.
Okay. Niveta absent. Sai Teja absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So totally how many? Seven. I get 7. Okay, ma'am. Now you can leave the class. Be ready. Group discussion for the next class. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.